Hey YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video. Now, unless you've been living under a money rock, I'm sure you've heard by now that Animal Crossing officially shut down in the last day or so, and Pocket Camp is now completely unplayable. Of course, this is technically only temporary, as the new Animal Crossing game releases in just a few days' time, which will allow us to start a fresh adventure or transfer over our existing save files and continue as nothing ever happened. The good news is Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete is releasing on December 3rd and is full of new events and features including camper cards. So today I thought it would be fun to highlight everything there is to know about these, what they are, how they're used, and where you can access some right now ready for your brand new adventure. So let's get into it. What are camper cards? Now, the new version of Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete that's releasing very soon is of course offline, but fortunately Nintendo have cooked up a super easy way to still interact with friends using camper cards. In short, camper cards are digital trading cards that feature an Animal Crossing player and their favourite villager on the front and a QR code on the back. We'll get into how to generate one for yourself and how to use them shortly. But essentially these camper cards are then used to bring friends over to your offline version of Animal Crossing without the need for multiplayer servers. It's pretty neat. Now, camper cards will be a big feature in Complete and are accessed from a button on the main menu at the bottom of the screen titled Card. It essentially replaces the social button. Stick around to the end of the video to see how to access some existing camper cards already out in the wild so you're fully prepared for the launch in December. How to use camper cards. To access the camper card feature, you simply press the card button to bring up the camper card menu. From here, you can design your own camper card design, generate your very own QR code, and even scan other people's QR codes to bring them into your game. When designing your own card, you can choose the background color of the card, the villager, which is likely set by default to your camp caretaker, and their pose, making your card even more unique. Once you've designed your camper card, you can export it as an image, which automatically generates a QR code for the rear of the card. Doing this saves everything about your Animal Crossing player and your villager into the card, including your outfit, hairstyle, and accessories. Then it's as simple as distributing your new camper card to your friends so they can scan them. To scan a camper card yourself, you simply enter the camper card menu, select the QR button to open the camera and scan another player's QR code, at which point it will then import their player and villager data into your game. There's even a way to import QR codes directly from the camera roll by pressing the import image button. Benefits of camper cards. So why do we need camper cards and what's the benefits of using them? Well, as we mentioned earlier, the upcoming Animal Crossing game is offline with no multiplayer options, but thankfully the camper cards allow us to still interact with our friends and family and see them around the campground without having to connect to Nintendo servers. It's super cool and very reminiscent of QR code patterns from the New Leaf days. Anyway, besides simply collecting as many as you can and trying to obtain them from your friends and family for fun, they do serve a purpose in game, as any camper cards you scan and add to your collection essentially imports your friends into your game. Once imported, your camper card friends will then appear randomly at Whistle Pass, which is a brand new location to Animal Crossing Pocket Camp Complete and in Animal Crossing in general. Here you can enjoy activities together such as listening to KK Slider and even earn gifts including fortune cookies, friend powder, and stickers, amongst many others. This is not only going to be a great way to obtain resources for crafting and obtaining exclusive items, but a super fun way to still see and play with your friends. updating camper cards. Now, anyone who's played version 6 in the last couple of weeks will have their friends automatically transferred over to the new version when they transfer their saves with default camper cards. This saves a lot of scanning at launch, presumably. However, as we've mentioned, the camper cards, whether they're transferred automatically or scanned in manually, do save the player's data at the time they were designed and generated. This means any changes you make to your player after that point won't be reflected or updated in people's games who already have your camper card, and vice versa. If you scan a friend's camper card and then they change their outfit, for example, it won't update in your game. The good news is you can simply remake your camper card in the camper card menu by selecting the edit button on your camper card and then generate a brand new QR code if you want to, which will update with any changes you have made, such as new outfits, new hairstyles, and so on. Your friends can then rescan your new camper card to update you in their games to reflect your new changes, if that makes sense. I imagine the biggest reason to do this will be to update your seasonal outfits. I can't imagine people will want to be scanning updated camper cards all the time, but you never know. Get Nintendo camper cards now. Now, Nintendo recently updated the Animal Crossing Complete website, introducing a brand new camper card section, which features a bunch of already generated camper cards for us to use. This will be great for those starting brand new camps that have yet to add any friends, or for anyone who just wants to bring in some Nintendo generated campers into their games. Currently, if you head over to the updated website, Nintendo have provided 10 camper cards that can be downloaded to your computers or saved to your camera rolls. Then once Animal Crossing launches in December, you'll have some camper cards ready to use and can invite some new friends to your game straight away and begin to populate your camper card collection. Presumably they'll start appearing in Whistle Pass and handing over gifts as soon as you unlock the area. Anyway, as you can see, these camper cards feature a bunch of players and villagers, all in different designs, highlighting different outfits, accessories, and poses, and gives us an idea of what our camper cards will look like. I'm not sure if these camper cards are of Nintendo employees or members of the Pocket Camp Complete team, but it's super cool Nintendo made these available and to have access to them right now. So there we have it. That's pretty much everything you need to know about camper cards, what they are, how to use them, and the benefits they add to the game. But what do you think of these camper cards? Are you looking forward to swapping them with friends and inviting them into your Animal Crossing game? And will you be inviting the Nintendo camper cards at launch? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you made it to the end of the video, be sure to post camper cards in the comments just to let me know you did, and leave a like if you found this video useful. Thank you so much to the Patreon and channel members. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.